Okay, this week is Parshas Mishpatim, literally statutes. Um, it contains the social laws concerning a society. 53 mitzvahs. It deals with largely with the retribution that a criminal must pay to his victim. It also has laws concerning the weak, laws concerning ethical and legal responsibilities, as well as the Jewish holidays, specifically the Shlosha Regalim, the pilgrim festivals. And in connection with the pilgrim festivals, Pesach, Shavuos, and Sukkot, it says that the all of the men should appear before Hashem, and that they shouldn't appear empty-handed. In other words, that they should bring a gift. It says, Lo yira panai rekam. It can be read also homiletically that your face shouldn't be seen empty. Idiomatic expressions of the Chumash taken literally. One of my rabbis, Eli Chaim Karlebach, explained that verse and in a homiletic fashion and said that it's a hint that every time a person appears at the temple, or more specifically, every time there is a new Jewish holiday, a person should learn something new. And the reason for that is that when a person learns something new, it shows up on their face. So it's an expression also of that verse. The issue, though, of the carbon note raises a number of questions. Now, the simple understanding of the pasuk is that the person should bring a korban olah, a burnt offering. The idea is that they're going to be celebrating the holiday, and part of the celebration is that they're going to bring a korban chagiga, festival offering. Basically, the festival offering is for meat to eat on the holidays. They're going to invite the Leviim and the Kohanim to partake at their table. And the commentaries say, the Gemara says, that a person should offer something for the table of the Most High, and that would be a burnt offering, so to speak. The person's giving something to God. There's an inconsistency to this in the book of Psalms, Psalm 90, around Psalm 9, Pasuk 9:10, where God says that He won't take from your house or a bull, or He won't take from your pen a ram, common offerings. He says because everything in the forest, all the animals in the forest are His, and all of the livestock is His, and all the birds are His, and everything that moves in the field is His. He says, in fact, everything that is in the world itself, and that which fills it, is God's. It continues hinting at the true reason for the carbon note. It says that a person his sacrifice to Hashem should be thanksgiving, and that he should shalem le'elyon nidrav. He should pay his vows to God, do the things that he's obligated to do. So, how do we understand this? So, what you have is the Seforno, in explaining these verses, says that it's like an Eved receiving his rabbi. Often translated as a servant receiving his master. However, one can also look at it as an apprentice receiving the master craftsman who is training him. In other words, the apprentice gives a gift to his teacher. Now, again, we're still dealing with the situation where it's in Pirkei Avot. It says that it says that a person, it's Pirkei Avot, the 3rd chapter, the 8th paragraph. It says, Rabbi Elazar, the man of Bartuta, says, give him from that which is his. Okay? So in other words, you have something, but it's still God's. You're just giving God what is his. And it continues. Says that for you and what's yours are his. And this is what David HaMelech says. He from you is everything, and from your hand we give to you. It captures the fundamental idea. As an example, let's say you have a child, a small child, who gives a birthday gift to his father. Now, in fact, all the money that, say, a 7-year-old has, or a 4-year-old has, is given to them by the father. And in fact, if the father needs something, that he could just go out and buy it himself. Nevertheless, the gift is moving and cheerfully received because it's a token of the child's love and respect for the father. Father likes the gift as well. If you take it one step further, you'll have children who are in Yeshiva Katana elementary school, and at the end of the school year, they will give their teacher a gift. And the teacher will like that gift, but it's more important to the teacher that it's a sign of appreciation from the students that the teacher taught them basic skills and basic values. And what the teacher desires from the students is that they should be wise and righteous people. We take it one step further and say a person is going to give a gift to the Kaiser, citizen. The Kaiser is a rich man. He doesn't need a shirt or even $1 million diamond. He has plenty of diamonds. And in addition to that, if he has a worthy project, he can just tax the population for this project and get the proceeds for that way. Nevertheless, the gift is going to be well received because it's a token of the subject's appreciation of the Kaiser's leadership and how he has his importance in having a just and enlightened society. Which brings us to the top. A person's appreciation to God. When you're talking about a Jew, so to speak, our lineage, it goes to Yaakov, then it goes to Abraham, then it goes to Shem, and then it goes to Noah, then it goes to Adam, the first man. And who was the first man, the father of Adam? Who fathered Adam, if it's possible to say? That was God. The idea of a king, to a certain extent, is lineage. But it's also, we're dealing with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and God, the God who owns the whole world and is all powerful. This is where we're talking about the person who makes a sacrifice to God. He gives a sacrifice of thanksgiving. And what is that thanksgiving? That the person values the blessings that religion has brought him. However, it has to have a physical manifestation of that. What is the physical manifestation? The gift that the person gives to the temple, to be used for the temple itself, which is the house of God, where we show the glory to His name, and where His presence is most strongly felt. And it's also for the people who work at the temple and who are engaged in religion, the Kohanim and the Leviim. But ultimately, what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from the Jewish people is that they should be wise and righteous. And this is what it says in Micha. It says, what does God seek of you? It says, in what is good. Okay. He says that a person should be principled in love, kindness, and modestly walk with God.